Hey, 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 all you hip chicks and hip cats. Um, yeah, I'm rushing in here. I'm 5 minutes late, I'm afraid. And this sounds very echoey. I'll step away a bit. That's better. Um, and I didn't even get a chance to put the this frame up. Um, so if you're on my email list, which you can get to if and sign up for, if you go to http Catherine M. Thompson https://catherinemthompson.com. But the man on my right, the fellow with the cap on down over his eyes, that's my dad, and that's one of the trains he drove. So I didn't get to do Dad's birthday on August the 5th, which is when I fell, tripped and fell. And I didn't get to do anything for my mom's birthday, which was August 31st. So I'm popping in today just to make a brief appearance with a couple of train songs and a couple of announcements. So let's start out with a shortened version of our land acknowledgement. And I'll start with saying Anin Boujou, Catherine M. Thompson Indigenous, and that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm a singer-songwriter and poet. And I acknowledge that this cat's meow sits on the treaty territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and the Six Nations of the Grand River, as well as the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe Nation, Haudenosaunee, and Wendat Confederacies, and the lands of many other indigenous people who pass through or who call and still call this land their home. This territory is part of the Dish with One Spoon Treaty, an agreement between the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and allied nations to peaceably share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. And we are very grateful to be able to do this today. So a couple of things. I wanted to pop in here to say it's been quite a month. You know, there's been this ongoing caring for a loved one who has a very serious illness. And that's what's taking me out of town at the beginning of most weeks, Monday, Tuesday, sometimes through to Thursday. And we'll be leaving this afternoon at 3 and coming back sometime on Thursday. So I just thought, this is crazy. I have to change the date for Cat's Meow. So from now on, I'm going to do it. I'm still going to keep it at 4 o'clock because that is the best time of day for people in Australia. It's early morning there, or over in Europe. It is like around 9 or 10, I think, depending on where you are, to join us on Cat's Meow. Now, as far as someone who lives, and I think Africa also is sort of in line with that, European nations. However, I'm not sure what happens south of the equator in Africa. If it's like Australia, then I don't know. Anyway, where I'm missing is in a great swath of Asia and India and so forth. But you can always watch the Cat's Meow or the Old Monday Lives on my YouTube channel, which is called Catherine M. Thompson, Cats Covered. Now, the other thing that has kept me away from you is this, which, like I said, on my dad's birthday, August the 5th, I did a spectacular trip and face plant coming out of the wrong end of the garden, and not enough room, caught my toe, and away I went. And so most of the bruises have cleared up. I just realized I don't have my comments up in case anybody's there. Most of the bruises have gone off my legs and my face, but I do have this broken pinky, which is proving to be a little more problematic because I can't drive safely, and, you know, especially on the highway, because I can't grab the steering wheel and slam on the brakes. I mean, I could slam on the brakes, but I'd be afraid I'd be uneven. And also, it was set for like something like 2.5 weeks in this sort of plaster and gauze and everything. But when I went in to have it checked by the hand specialist, it had to be reset. So now I've got this on, and it's molded plastic, and it's, Anyway, I thought I'd come into you today, besides making the announcement of the date change, and it being a little bit, I'm not going to try to do it this Thursday, but a week from Thursday, and that'll give me time to kind of plan it out more. And I'm just going to I just was so excited about the idea of a train theme, because there's at least 3 of my songs that have trains in it, and I kept thinking of all these other ones. So I just thought I'd do a couple of them today, and then we'll pick it up in a week after, not this Thursday, but the next Thursday, which should be. I don't have my calendar hat on, so I'm just not sure. Oh gosh, you know what I did? I forgot to do the sound preferences. You may not be able to hear me at all. Hold on. I will do that right now. Sound preferences, please. Thank you very much. We're doing the Scarlett 2i2. And, yep, we want the alert volume off. And then I'm doing the input. This is to the computer. Sound going into the computer. We want the input level off. And for the USB, yes, well, that just sort of did that automatically, which is great. And output, we don't want you hearing the internal speakers. Oh, I see what I've done. Yeah, we want that off. And then the Scarlett 2i2, great. Let's go back out the other way we came in. See, make sure that the internal speakers, they're up again. No wonder it's echoey. And then the sound effects for the internal speakers is off. Okay. And brother, it must be too early in the morning for me because I'm really goofing around here. Okay, we got the Scarlett 2i2 and the Scarlett 2i2. Alrighty, I think that should be better. Okay, so I'm going to sing you a song I haven't sung for ages. This is a song called Again and Again. And this isn't one that Chris wanted to produce or anything, so it just languishes away in my songs from the Cat's Cupboard. Just like a lover calling after a train, shall I wait for you? Again and again, shall I wait for you? Oh, why did you set me free? Why did you go? How could you turn your back on me? And shall I wait for you? Shall I wait for you? I've told you time and again that I love you. Why can't you see you're leaving me is causing me pain? And I would do any little thing for you. Don't you know I adore you? But shall I wait for you? Shall I wait for you? Just like a lover calling after a train. Shall I wait for you? Again and again, shall I wait for you? Honey, can't you see this loving you has really got a hold on me? But shall I wait for you? Shall I wait for you? Why did you leave me? Just like a lover calling after a train, shall I wait for you? Again and again, again and again. Shall I wait for you? How could you walk away? Shall I wait for you? Oh, can't you hear me say, I want you, I need you, and I would do it, never ever leave you. The way you left me, just like a lover calling after a train. Shall I wait for you? Again and again, shall I wait for you? Shall I wait for you? Again and again, again and again and again. Wow, I haven't sung that for a long, long time. So I want to introduce you to someone else that's going to be part of this setup once I get another little dongle that can connect it to this computer because I don't have one. And I finally got a ring light, and not only that, but it's got a thing to hold an iPhone, and you can, put that in any direction. And I think this one is too narrow for me, but there's another one in the box that is for a larger iPhone. And yeah, it's very cool. I was really happy to get that. Maybe I'll start doing some just spontaneous lives on my iPhone. I can't play a track on my iPhone and be live. It doesn't work. I've tried that early on. So then I was playing the tracks through the computer, and, it was a mess. And the eCam makes it much easier. So I thought another song that you might get a kick out of, and I won't sing the whole song because I don't have the what do I want to have? Let me make this a little brighter, see if I can do that. Oh gosh, hold on. I am sleepy this morning. What happens if I do this? Nope, that was wrong. There we go. Well, I'm sure there's, here it is. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, I'm really bright. Okay, so I just thought I'd give you a taste of one of the songs that I'll sing. I thought about the Rock Island Line, which I've done before, but then this verse kept coming into my head. On a lonely track, no, that's wrong. In a lonely shack by a railroad track, I spent my younger days, and the mournful sound of the outward bound made me a slave to my wandering ways. And the westward wind is a restless wind that yearns to wander. And I was born the next of kin to the wayward wind. That song and a couple of songs that were sort of tramp songs, like vagabond songs. My father-in-law went out west during the Depression at some point because there wasn't any work. He wasn't even working on the railroad, I guess, permanently yet. And he rode the rails out to Saskatchewan, I believe, and was a cowboy for a season. So I thought that was kind of neat. So there'll be more songs and more fun stuff coming up every other week, Thursday at 4 p.m. And I will let you know the dates coming up. Also, I'll put that on my website and make sure that those are all updated, because I think right now it says I'm not doing any shows at all. And it's been quite a month, I have to say. Let me get the sound for Swing Daddy. You see, this is so weird. I'm not any good in the morning. What can I tell you? I've got this song here, but I need to go out of it for a minute and go into settings and make sure that this doesn't turn off in the middle, because it tends to do that. Yeah, actually, that is on here. Unlock, and yes. There we go. Back. And I didn't put the amphetamine on this computer either. So instead of hoping that it'll hang on for 5 minutes, I'm just going to put that up and make it for 10 minutes. Oops. So we don't go off in the middle of the show. I don't think we would anyway, because of because I'm right here doing this. I think if I'm using this, maybe it won't go off, but I don't want to take any chances. So I'm just going to go back to the live, and there we are. Okay, so here we go with almost. Here we go with Swing Daddy. Daddy was a bassman in a swing band. In those dirty 30s, dark depression days, they played dance halls in Hamilton, Muskoka dance pavilions. He played that up right at the old Palais.
Swing, Daddy, swing.
His bass rode high up on the band car rooftop. And late one night the wind was blowing fierce. It threw his case into the ditch, smashed that fiddle all to bits, and Daddy waved goodbye to his career.
Swing, Daddy, swing.
The 30s taught Daddy's love. Make good with what you got. You can do what you have to do to see it through. If you swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Thump that rhythm, dance all night and day. Swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Play that bass and chase those blues away. So Daddy took the reins up on a bread truck, delivered to the store that Mama ran. They'd been out dancing with her pals, heard them swing a big dance hall. He bought a book of matches and love began. Then Daddy drove the railway locomotives all up and down the New York Central line, while Mama cooked and Mama sewed. They built up a happy home, half a dozen children strong and fine. The 30s taught Daddy's love. Make good with what you got. You can do what you have to do to see it through. If you swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Thump that rhythm, dance all night and day. Swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Play that bass and chase those blues away. Play that bass. Well, in the end, he was a labor leader. Happy Labor's Day. And 62 at a railroad union do. They let him sit in for a set. Daddy hadn't lost it yet. He played that bass the way he used to do. That's Malcolm Connor sitting in for Daddy. Well, now you've heard the story of our family, and every single word of it is true. Daddy was a bass man, playing in a swing band, and Daddy, we're so glad Mama swung with you. Hey, 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 swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Mama, swing. Thump that rhythm, dance all night and day. Swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Play that bass and chase those blues away. Play that bass, chase those blues. Play that bass and chase those blues away. Swing, Daddy, swing, swing, Daddy. Swing, Daddy, swing, swing, Daddy. Swing, Daddy, swing, swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Well, it's early in the morning in some places, and it's late in the evening in other places, and it's 10:54 here in Burlington, Ontario. And I'll see you in about a week and a half, and I'll try to get all that out and prepped. And then we're going to have a great old time with some train songs. Okay, see you later. And also, thank you for watching. When you do watch this, please go to my website, https://katherinemthompson.com with the colon and slash last and all that stuff. Join my email list. If you want to contact me about anything, write to info@katherinemthompson.com. And if you want to tip me or to... and you can tip me at paypal.me, Catherine M. Thompson. So I'm going to be changing that Cat's Meow sign to read Cat's Meow Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Bye-bye. Mama P. And I don't see the finish. There it is. and broadcast.